What's good, y'all? It's Coffee on the Vid, back with the news, man. And yes, once again, it's a news update. It's got to include some Kendrick Drake news. At this point, let me know below. Are you sick of it? Is it getting lame? Is it played out? Is it gone too far or what? Or are you still intrigued? Do you think that this is good for hip hop still? And I know I sound like a broken record. I always got to go back along the timeline, but it was interesting how it all came off of J. Cole, right? J. Cole's project drop. He had some ish on there that other artists responded and started getting at each other. And, ultimately that was the catalyst, the spark that later this Drake Kendrick came off of. And often when artists are getting at each other or whatnot, they're competing, you know what I mean? Like the sport, trying to get that W. And it can make for some very passionate music and all that. But some cats are saying, this ish has just gone too far at this point. Crazy allegations on both sides. Are the allegations true, etc.? A legend of hip hop right here, Questlove of the legendary Roots. He's sick of this. People, he's got to say, man. He's saying this is a sign of that hip hop is dead. Do y'all agree, people? He says nobody won the war. This wasn't about skill. This was a wrestling match. Level mudslinging and takedown by any means necessary. Women and children and actual facts. Be damned. Some audience wanting blood will soon put RIP posts up like they weren't part of the problem. Hip hop is truly dead. And then he put, here we are now. Entertain us. So what do you think? Do you agree with Questlove? Has it gone too far? Did this just get disturbing? Are you ready for it to be over? Is this indeed a sign that hip hop is dead? And speaking of that, is hip hop dead? What do you guys think about this? You've seen the reports that Drake pulled the old buy up the tickets. It's allegedly. We don't know if this is for show, but it's Rick Ross performing at a very small crowd. People are saying, because like I was saying, the whole beef, there were other ish that came before after the J. Cole release. Remember, Drake and Ross were going at it. Ross was calling him white boy, nose job, BBL Drake, which that one is really stuck. People are still running with the BBL. And Drake was still sending some jabs at Ross, a couple of them on the Kendrick disses, the recent ones. But what do you guys think about that move? Is it petty? Like we just saw this happen with Chris Brown and Quavo. Is that a bad sign? Like twice, like in a couple week period, artists buying out the other artists' tickets, crowds to humiliate them. And what do y'all think about when that happens? Like, remember 50 Cent, I think, was the first one to do that to Ja Rule some years back. Is that a L for the artists getting pictured and footage of them performing before a small ass crowd? Or do they still win because they're ultimately still getting the money and the other person put the money in their pocket and they're just being petty? Or is it just humiliating for them to be this, like, the big boss, Ricky Ross, performing for like 50 people? What do you think about it?
Them. Young black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things. And I want the world open up to all of them, because when you have their diverse voices innovating solutions through technology, then you're really addressing society's broader challenges.
How about that bull-ish right there, man? When I saw this in the headlines at first, I was like, this can't be true. Did the governor really say that? And she did. She's saying that there's black kids coming up in the Bronx that they don't even know what a computer is, man. Like, what type of ignorant ish is that to say right there? I can't believe this broad said that. And you see 50 Cent is like, the fuck is she talking about? You know what I'm saying? The youth, some of these cats in the Bronx, Fifth says they know how to work an iPad and know the technology better than Fifth. Like, that's just what's so bad about a lot of these politicians that claim to serve the community and all that. And they're trying to look out for everyone. They're so far removed from individuals that they claim that they're there for, that like, can they even really relate with them and help the community at all in any way, saying some ignorant ass ish like this? Like, this is crazy. 2024, can you believe it? Still seeing bull ish like this. Then we got Jaden Smith, man. A lot of people say he's been a certified weirdo. Let me know what you think. But you see, he's out here. I don't know if this was New York, I think. He's skateboarding through the streets in a skirt with pants under it and a too small tank top. Like, this dude always is on some other ish with his fashion choices. But I guess that's just how Jaden gets down, man. And yo, what's going on with the Fresh Prince with his pops, man? Last I saw, he had a new chick. You guys remember that? He had a new chick. And she happened to look a lot like Jada. Like, he said, yo, I got me a new Jada. Fuck you, Jada, out here humiliating me in a million ways with all the Tupac stuff and the red table talk. Like, that was just despicable how Jada Pinkett was doing Will, man. And then she topped it all off with the Tupac. You guys remember that? A little while back, Tupac. Was it in Riker? She said Tupac proposed to her. It's like, yo, how much of this are you gonna keep doing to the Fresh Prince, man? Like, leave him be. It's just despicable at this point. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you say one thing on accident, something slips out, but it was just time and time again. But I think at that point she was trying to sell her book, you know, but it was really coming off like some weirdo humiliation Hollywood ritual or something like that. But then we found out Will and Jada hadn't been together for a grip. They had been separated, man. But good for him. Last I saw, he had his new Jada. He was overseas hanging out with Johnny Depp at some festival. So good for him. But Jaden, you see, dressing all wet. Like, look when the ish that's going on with his parents, man. You know what I mean? He's out here acting out for attention, dressing all weird and all that. But you see, he bust his ass, man. Security guard. Bodyguard had to pick him up off the street. And then, man, to close it on out, what is Shaq talking about here? Someone help me decipher this. Shaq said, I understand. I wouldn't have been in love with me either. Wishing you all the best. All love, Shaq. What's that about? I have no idea, but seems serious, man. Seems serious. But thanks for watching. Hit the comments. Let's talk. Subscribe. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace and God bless.